All right, hey everybody, welcome back here with the all-terrain track chair project. Behind me here we've got some pallets, and those are all painted parts. There's two pallets right there, a third one here, and then two more right here. That was one trailer load, and then the main frame and roll cage is still in the trailer. That was a second load. So first order of business here, I need to unwrap some of these parts, and I really need to do an inventory. If you recall, I created a parts list here. Here's an index here. There's 21 pages here showing all the parts, and there's 224 parts here. So we need to do a little inventory, see what we got. Get them organized. I need to grab some other parts from the back of the shop, and then we'll get the main frame unloaded and start in on some reassembly. So I'm gonna unwrap this stuff. Alright, so here's the ramp assembly. This is the underside of it. Got it upside down. Getting the air cylinders for the ramp flipper plumbed in here. So we got those. Come along here, I'm putting some wire wrapping to just protect the hose as it goes across anything. It's anchored down. Those are special screw cable ties coming back here. That part will be exposed a little bit, so I've got that wrapped. And then this aluminum shield, I polished that with some Scotch-Brite pad, and then I clear coated it, and you can kind of see the shine off of it. And then these two here are some filler panels, and again I did the Scotch-Brite and then clear coat. And so now those have dried, and then those are going to go in right here. Once we do that and get that chunk of diamond plate that goes on the front here, once I get those on, then I can flip this thing back over and start working on some of the top side items. Okay, here we go. I got the bottom side of the ramp all buttoned up. Got the diamond plate on the front there. That's where it's going to take the most abuse. And you can just see how shiny and nice that aluminum is with the clear coat. Now to flip it over and get going on the top side of this thing. There we go. I got it flipped over so we can see the top side now. And next we got to dust off the plate, the top of the ramp. And we're seeing the underside here with the nutserts on it. That'll go down. I need to blow that off with the air hose. Then we'll put that on, and then we can continue on with some top side components. All right, got the top plate down on here, and I've got all of the 5/16 button head stainless steel screws started. I had to tap a few of them just to kind of clean up the hole, line everything's up. So that's all on, and next we're going to put the safety bar roll hoop on, and that attaches on these four 1/2-inch holes. So we're going to go get that, plop that on here, get those bolts in, then we can tighten down the deck plate. So here we go. I've got the safety bar ramp hoop on. It's bolted down there and there, and then I also got the 1/2-inch cold rolled steel rod, cut to length, and drilled for these cotter pins, and I got the pivot for the ramp all put on. So the ramp sub-assembly here is mostly ready to go. I'm probably going to put the front flippers on here at some point, but we're basically prepping this to get it married up to the main frame. Before I do that, I need to get this Ebrake assembly in there. So here's all the parts that go together for the Ebrake system, and that resides right in front of the frame there, or the ramp on the main frame. So I want to get that in while it's got lots of clearance. Alright, so here's the parking brake assembly. Mechanicals all put together. These two plates here are to hold the limit switches on here and here, but I can't put those on until I put the whole wiring harness in. So I'm going to put those up on the limit switches. I'm going to bolt this thing into the main frame, and then we'll get the e-brake cables attached on there as well on both sides. and then this mechanical subassembly will be complete for now. All right, here's the main frame, and here's the Ebrake assembly put all in there. And when this, I want to get it in now because the engine cradle covers part of that. So now we've got that in, now we move on to the next step. So next up here, I'm prepping some parts for the winch actuator anchors. Those go into this slot right here. And what I'm trying to do is get all the parts in so I can put these inner filler panels on the inside here, left and right, and then also the outside filler panels. So I'm working towards that goal here, and that starts with the winch actuator right here. And I've got some hardware. So I've got these spacers and those things that I've sandblasted and then clear coated to hold those in. So that's going to be a wrap for this weekend. So we've got a lot of parts scattered around, and we're going to wrap up here. Got the fuel tanks we'll have to hit with some clear and that. We've got the rubber tracks up that move into position. We've got the frame, and all of that I'm going to move eventually up here. So we got access to the crane. Got the ramp assembly. So we're out of time for this weekend. I feel like I made some good progress here. We're well positioned for next time. So thanks everybody for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time.